In today's episode, we proxy Nexus, Void Ray Rush, and to top it all off, we do a build that could have potentially changed my World Championship run. Enjoy! Hello, welcome to this episode of the Cheesiest Man Alive. The cheesiest man alive is your boy Harstem here, coming right at you with some fresh cheeses straight from your local cheese merchant. Today we're starting in a PvP. I have a pretty good plan in mind. I actually have some great plans prepared for today. Let me tell you, I've written them down on a piece of paper. And when I say piece of paper, I mean I've written them down in an online notepad, in a Google Docs. And in PvP today, or at least in the first game, we're gonna try to go for a proxy nexus, but make sure that our opponent doesn't quite realize that it's a proxy nexus. What are you doing, buddy? He's scaring the ever-living crap out of me. That's what he's doing. Oh, he thinks I'm proxying him. Well, technically correct, but at the wrong timing, my friend. I was actually just gonna go ahead and scout him. The thing is, I don't want to proxy him in the early game, because then he might start scouting around for things that I don't want him to find, like a base on the wrong side of the map, which is definitely not what I want him to find. So we're actually going to be opening up here with a Stalker, Fast Twilight Council, and then just go into a next... Oh my good lord, what are you doing? Actually, this doesn't matter. I'm completely okay with this. I am fine. I really am fine with this. So we're just going to continue our kind of regular little game plan here. Open up with the Stalker, get the Warp Gate out. I want to make sure that I know what type of tech my opponent is kind of aiming at. Like, what's the plan with the tech? Is this a Stargate? Is this a robotics facility? Is this somewhat important? This does look a whole lot like a Stargate to me. Yep, there we go. And now this is where the real kind of the switch up, the change up comes in. So we're going to get a Nexus. We get that over here as... actually... He probably realizes that there's no third pylon, doesn't he? Well, not sure if that should matter that much. Did I get the kill? No, I didn't get the kill on that either. Well, this has been an interesting start. Okay, not entirely how I wanted it, but close to how I wanted. And I think I might go for a Scout Denial here. He hopefully has an Adept, which he is sending across the map, by the way, as we speak. It's very important that this Adept sees both of these gateways building units. Absolutely vital for me, okay? Oh, he doesn't have an Adept. Oh, that's actually kind of frustrating. That actually is kind of frustrating, you know that? Now, another thing we need to do here is... Ooh, this was good. This was real good. If we're gonna get a battery in this base, and we'll have 2 Stalkers in there as well. And we're going to pretend like we're not actually doing anything here. So I don't want to be producing any workers whatsoever at this point. I want my opponent to start getting ready for a blink all-in, which technically we're still going to be putting on a little bit of blink pressure, don't get me wrong, you know. We're definitely putting on a little bit of blink pressure. I'm even getting a 3rd gateway because I need to keep up, you know, the charade that this is actually an all-in. And while in reality, of course, well, it couldn't really be further from the truth because I just have a base over it. This is a legitimate build order, by the way. Not all cheeses are illegitimate build orders. Like this one, for example, I would actually call kind of good. We're killing this. I'm not sure if that is bad or good. I almost want to say that that is a bad thing, killing it, because now he has less info on my main base. And I wanted him to have the full info on my main base. That's actually really, really important to me that he got the full info on my main base. We're just slowly but surely adding more and more workers on this base as well, once again, with the goal to eventually just have this base completely saturated. And my blink is about to finish up. I can warp in 3 more blink stalkers as well. Probably want to get a slightly closer by pylon, so we're just gonna do that over here. I know I'm not producing any workers here. That is on purpose. That is not a mistake. So just want you all to be, you know, to be aware of that. That I don't make mistakes, all right? What's he doing? Is he playing Robo or something? Oh, he followed this up with a really fast Robo, which actually, I kind of like that for him. You know, I think that's a good follow-up. However, in order to do that, he probably had to cut a couple of workers, which I like a little bit less for him. So, yeah, some liking, some not liking. I could probably build workers in my main base because I don't actually think he's going to do anything about it. I really like how he defended. If this was an actual blink all-in, probably would have been a difficult one to break, because he just went a single Oracle straight into Immortal. Would you look at that? Kind of cute in a way now. almost want to start my next base right now. I think would be a good call, right? He's probably going to be somewhat confused. I have very good unit production here as well. So I can kind of keep on the charade that this is just my natural. While in reality we're going to be up a base. I do have to be careful of some other things. And then specifically in the realm of DTs. I'm kind of afraid of DTs or like a double Oracle save up. That could actually be somewhat dangerous at this point. Would not quite enjoy that a whole lot. Oh, that's going to be a kill here, isn't it? Yep, that definitely was a kill. I really wonder what his setup is at home. Like, how many workers does he have? What is the plan for, you know, from here on out for my opponent? I'm actually really, really curious. Got this robo. Maybe even want to get a forge, but as long as I'm up a base, I don't really need a forge. I just need to survive, right? So he probably thinks I'm still super all in here, which makes this so much funnier because I'm probably going to be up like 2 bases of mining. It's my opponent. Yes, he is of course. He's mining from 2 bases, but actually he has the gas here already. What? He played so greedy, and that's super lucky for him. But I don't quite enjoy that for me. What? How does he have a gas there? That is so silly. That really is just kind of silly. Don't like that at all, Chief. Okay. Don't do that again, please. Ooh, need to be careful. Have to be a little bit more careful, I guess, because I ended up losing it. Now, we are up a base, so I still think we're in a fine spot. I actually think we're in a really good spot, if I'm being honest with you all. Gonna try and shade these in. This has Twilight vibes already, doesn't it? Yeah. Really does have Twilight vibes. He did build 2. He bought it. He bought it for sure. He has two adepts in the or two batteries, not 2 adepts. He has 2 batteries in the main base. That's such a beautiful one. I love that. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have built quite as many probes or teleported quite as many probes back home. It might have been a mistake. But yeah, we're in an absolutely winning position here from here on out. I don't think there's anything he can do to win. Ooh, expanding definitely isn't going to be it. Because he's just going to be down in bases, right? And way down in eco. Almost 60 workers already as he's starting to take his, well, what is that? His 3rd base. Unless he also has a hidden base. That would be the actual sickest thing in the world. Like he's coming for a bit of pressure and he wants to deny my 3rd base right now. It's like, well, as long as I'm denying the 3rd base, I don't really need to attack. This unironically is a mistake, I think. I think if he actually believes that, I think it's a mistake to continue attacking here for him. It could go very, very wrong. And he has absolutely no clue, so... Die! Thank you, good sir. Gonna get one more of these. I want to make sure that I don't get supply blocked. And once I get zealots out, like, I will break this like I break twigs in my free time. It's one of my many hobbies that I have. It's a twig breaker. Go out on the street. If I see any, you know, any sticks that require breaking, I'm there for it. I'm definitely there for it. All right, 8 gateways are all ready to go. Then we warp the zealots. Oh, I could come from the back just to truly... Say, wait, where did that pylon come from? Yeah? I think that would be so good. I'd love to see that. The one problem with StarCraft 2 is that they don't allow you to have a camera in your opponent's living room, which I think would make life so much funnier. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, well, this actually was not so good for me. I'm not entirely sure why I did that blink down. Now that I think back about it, that actually gave him a chance here in this game. Oh, wow. I thought that was so good. It's gonna be so nice. But quite the contrary here, honestly. I still think I am winning. Just gotta make sure that my Immortal stays alive for as long as possible. I'm doing an okay job at that. Blinking forward on that. Because I don't want his Immortals to live too long. I mean, we have better eco. He probably thinks he's winning really hard. Which, honestly, it is starting to kind of feel like that as well. What is his actual upgrades? Like, I don't know what it is, but... That fight went poor for me. If I'm gonna get a... Ooh, that went really poor for me, actually. Now, we do have this as our 4th, of course. And we have our next Immortal out on the way. Once we get +2, like, these fights will really start going better for me. I hope. Oh, he also teleports back home. He does have +1 now. I feel like I messed it up a little bit, that defense. Honest to God, oh no! Oh, well, I do have one on the way. Kind of forgot that I had an observer on the way already. Okay, there we go. Where are you at, mister? Hey, soul sister. Ain't that mister? Is he just hiding behind my natural now, or what is this? Oh, wait. These guys shouldn't really be long distance mining there. Do you think he realized? I mean, it was fairly obvious right now what happened. Oh, he definitely realized. Oh, he definitely realized. Uh-oh. This could be potentially a problem. He needs to blink over right now. That was not a good blink for my opponent. That was not a good blink from my opponent at all. And he's also going to end up losing this thing at the same time. Ah! He died. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, I have better upgrades. I think I have better tech. And I have an immortal in my army. Which, all of these things, you know, they should, in the perfect world, they should mean something, but I'm not so sure anymore right now if we're actually living in a perfect world or not. And I'm just gonna blink forward. He has a super battery available. I think I really need. I don't just want one. I need a prism at this moment. What's this guy doing? You go over here. His plan's probably to kill this. Okay, I saw that. Nice try, buddy. You can't trick the koning. Can't trick the king. Saw your freaking DT coming out here, no? Now he's going into a different area. Probably going back here to try and fight me. What's this? It's my prison? Yeah, that guy might have been in a little bit of trouble otherwise. My one Archon. I'm really curious what my man is doing though. Does he have +2 yet? No. I didn't start +3 yet though, which also isn't quite brilliant. Do you have anything good on the way or no? Like, he needs something at this point, because otherwise I'm just gonna walk over him eventually, right? That's at least what I'm thinking. Good. This is actually kind of scary, honestly, because I thought I was owning him, but now I'm actually not so sure anymore. Okay, he's here, so I do see him. Okay, definitely want to fight this with some aggression. And I want my observer there as well. I need to go back home here as well. Yikers. Okay, he might try and go in here. That would be bad for him. Well, maybe not so bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm kind of getting outplayed here by my opponent, honest to God. That is not entirely how I intended this game to go. Like, he has nice run-bys going on. He's running me around as well, which is very frustrating to deal with. He's gonna try and blink into my main base once more. Look at that. I can feel it already, matey. Oh, I should have waited. Should have waited. So hard for him. Oh, I think I'm about to lose this game. Do truly believe that. Gonna just micro away here and hope that I stay alive. But so far, oh my god, he just blinked in. That's kind of a crazy move, but it's a move that actually might just end up working out, no? I have no clue what his actual worker counts are here. Like how many bases my opponent is on either. I'm just kind of hoping that life's okay for me. And so far, well, I'm being freaking outplayed by Mr. The Wall. But maybe I can still do it. We still have one chance. And that's going to be this push. If we win with this push, we obviously, I think we win the game. If we don't win with this push, I think we lose the game. Thus, it's very important that we win with this push. Do we have +3 yet? No, is it necessary that we get +3? Also not entirely sure about that. Oh no, he was actually microing this better than I was, wasn't he? He definitely was. Okay, that thing has been declined. Declinced, as we say here on this channel. Is he still microing his heart out? I think he is. Trying to go for those. GG! Whoa! What a game! Had a back and forth slugfest. I almost threw it out of the window, and then he started playing like a beast. Here, this is a bad move here, running downstairs like I did, like a full-on idiot. I thought I could do it. I didn't think he had enough sentries available, but here it's it's not a brilliant fight. I also teleported downstairs with like half of my army. I should have, you know what I should have done here? I should have recalled onto my Nexus with the Immortal. And then all the Stalkers can blink over and all the Zealots just walk downstairs. That definitely would have been the correct play. And then I'm just up 10, 12 workers. I'm up an entire upgrade. Completely destroy this. But still a win. I'm okay with it. And a GG. All right, the next build that I have is... I'm not quite sure what I want to call this yet. But it is something that is, in my mind, fairly special. So basically what this is we're going for a faster adapt. Just ever so slightly quicker, okay? This is it's going to be like 5-6 seconds quicker. A 13 pylon, 14 gate. But that is not where we're going to stop. On top of that, we're going to move across the map with a probe at a very specific timing. We want to be at our opponent's natural at 1:38, okay? That is going to be our goal. If we hit that, we can block our opponent's CC for quite a while. And I'm going to explain you exactly why this is the case and why this build is so darn beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to this, especially if it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll look like a bit of a fool, but looking like a fool is also fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm just going to turn on this little cybernetic score over here. Playing against a Terran, by the way, Dolan. Not quite sure if I had mentioned that already. 1:38 is exactly when we want to be on their natural location, not a freaking second earlier. I do not give a crap about a second earlier. Okay, second later might even be better. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom, we're there. Okay, he's not expanding. Okay, so what I forgot to mention was that this only works against people that expand in the early game. Because if they don't expand in the early game, the entire act of blocking your opponent's natural is kind of stupid. It's absolutely pointless. This is going to be such a nice build order. I can't believe this guy ruined it for me. That's so messed up. Freaking Dolan. Ruining things that are fun. Ay. Yes, that's actually proper messed up. You know that? Okay, we're just going to chrono boost out to... I don't even know what I want to do. We'll go for a defense, followed up with like a Tempest Rush maybe, something like this. I haven't Tempest Rushed in a long time. Don't mind if I do. And actually, I can't really Tempest Rush. Maybe just go for like Mass Adept plus Oracles. I always like to play something along those lines. Now, I'm looking for potential proxies, because it is very possible that my opponent is completely proxying me over here. It's also possible that that's not the case, and that we're just playing a pretty standard macro game, with just a Marine first. No, that's actually not normal. No, we can't be playing a standard macro game. This is not a standard game. No matter what happens, this game is not standard. It's a very odd build order, actually, the one that he's playing. Gonna need to scout a little bit with my Adept. Oh, you know what we could do? We could actually just get Void Rays. Wait, what are you doing? What is this? What in the world am I watching? What? Okay, Oracle. Oracle. One Oracle. This is the old Zaun build that we're playing now. This is the first time I had ever heard of Zaun in my entire life. He played this particular build order. So it's going to be a single Oracle. And then eventually you follow this up with a Twilight Council. And with that Twilight Council you get Glaives. The worst upgrade on the Twilight Council, according to everyone with a brain. And then you get 4 gateways. Okay, 4 gateways. I need another simulator as well. 1 gateway is going to be proxy. Eventually they're going to add more gateways, so don't worry about that now. Gonna get a Void Ray as well, which is somewhat important. Void Rays are cool in general to have. Okay, where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? Where are you now? Wait, he's playing 3 racks? This world's weirdest 3 racks. What am I watching? What is my opponent doing to me? I have absolutely no clue, but it doesn't really matter that much either, because we actually have a great setup against 3 racks. So now we start just pumping out Adepts from 2 bases, and the brilliant play will come in soon. Okay, this is where things truly become very special in a very good way. We go with the Adept, or with the Void Rays across the map, snipe this depot, and shade in with all of our Adepts. That is the plan here. Okay, that's going to be the plan for now. Now we know what he has. I want another Void Ray. One of these. See if he has a... Ooh. My man forgot to build something very important called a turret. Now, a turret allows you to defend the mineral line without having to leave units behind. So, would have been an absolutely optimal structure. Now he tries to build it, but obviously it's going to be a little bit too late. Just gonna get more and more of these void rays, flying units, very powerful. For people that are not aware of this. So he's right now, he's out on the map. It's like, this is weird. What's going on? Why doesn't he have a third base? Where is his third base? This is so odd. Man, I'm a Terran player. I do weird tricks that no one understands. Okay, here we go, buddy. Oh, we're pissing off right away. Going back in. Did he just stim with his entire army? I think he did, no? I think he actually did, yeah. And now the only thing we really need to do is get on top of this guy. And hit him with a stasis right in the face. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, actually did lose my oracle there. Can I fight this? I'm not so sure if I can. It's not about being sure if you can. It's about, you know, trusting the process. So here we're gonna go in. This is the plan after all. We're gonna kill these things. And then zip, go on this bad boy. Shade in towards the main base. And then while he's in here... Oh no, you can't lift the depots anymore. Oh my god, he was just barely in time. And now his bunker is gone, so that's a good start. It's actually not a bad start at all. I'm gonna shade on top of him. We want to force out another stim. Hop. And there we go. And now we just win the game. And that is... Well, do we win the game? I think we do win the game. I think he's gonna be lacking some anti-air here. Would you look at that, my friends? Even when the initial build, like the first plan of the build didn't work out, as long as the rest works out, it's truly the only thing that matters. This is one of those losses where, as a Terran player, you don't wanna play anymore. Like, man, Protoss literally can do whatever they want. You know, they have no clue what's happening in the game. I hard countered them with my brilliant mind games, and yet this happens. It's just fantastic, isn't it? I freaking love games like this. Oh, it's not over yet, though. I mean, technically, he could still win. It's very unlikely, but now we go. Yep, GG. There we go. Another GG. Freaking Dolan with the GGs. This guy's a legend. Holy crap. All right, here we are against the guy that I couldn't beat when it mattered the most at Intellect Masters Katowice this year. I played against Cham in the lower bracket, and I got destroyed. 0-2. In proper macro games as well, or at least proper macro. He all-in me a couple of times, but I was planning on playing proper macro games. Now the question is, should I perhaps have put on, you know, my different hat, my cheesy hat, my alter ego hat as the cheesiest man alive? Just played some of these builds. We're gonna figure out as we'll go for... Ooh, what do I want? Do I want a 3-gate or a 2-gate forge here? Well, actually, I'll go with a 3-gate, I think. I kind of like the thought of that. So 3 gates, and we're gonna start sending a couple of zealots here right into his main base. It's going to be the general plan. The general plan for now. But I don't wanna arrive too late though. It's tricky on this map. So the reason why I say it's tricky on this map is because you have this middle area where his overlord passes over. So if you scout, you know, if your scout doesn't come through the middle, he'll be like, hey, wait a second, what's going on over here? But if you don't scout at all, that's also a little bit suspicious. So either way, you're being a little bit suspicious, and that's not a good thing against Zerg players. You don't wanna come off as suspicious most of the time. So okay, we go in here. Just gonna do some of this garbage, right? Just gonna kind of stand around, have a blast. Up. Got my workers. You know, don't want to get too many workers out right now. It's important that I don't. And actually, I should probably use Chrono Boost on all of these. At least the last two. Does feel correct. Very nice. We have a little bit of gas income already happening here. And I actually don't mind if I send my zealots in immediately, do I? Actually, I think it might be the correct call here. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. If I think it's a correct call, it probably is a correct call. Professional StarCraft 2 player after all, right? That is how it works. Okay, so we're here. And it's... probably I'm gonna just need to get this one out as well. Straight into a cybernetics core. Gonna have 6 zealots as his queens are kind of getting close at this point. His links should be out, his first few links at least, that is. I can still get another wave of zealots out. This feels like a very nice build order indeed, my friends. Just gonna send one zealot back home as well, so I can place it in the wall immediately. I think I want to kill this. I do think I want to kill this, right? Is this bad for me, or... I don't quite understand what's happening here. Well, we'll cancel this. One more gas. Get a natural. Surely that's going to be the real answer here to all of my struggles. I mean, I'm up a base. Just gonna put this on hold position as well. Lost one zealot for free for no real reason. I'm just gonna pop in again and continue my stalker production. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Up. Piss off over here, maybe. Probably should have that pylon up a little bit quicker as well, now that I think about all of this. Do I have another stalker on the way? Yes, I do indeed. Well, like, what is he building here? Is this straight into lair? What? Is he playing one base? Does he have a natural here, maybe? I mean, if he has a natural, that would explain a thing or two. Like a natural at a different location, you know? But I don't think it's actually the case. Don't think that's the case at all here. I don't think I did this super optimal in a super optimal way. Oh, no, that is definitely not it. That is definitely not. No matter what you think about optimal gameplay, that definitely was far from optimal. Do I just want to go back home right now? Should have probably started Warp Gate as well at some point. I actually think I am just gonna go back home. Got a cheeky little battery down here, so he can't kill me anymore. I think I might be getting proxied by something, like a Nidus. A Nidus actually seems like a very reasonable thing for my opponent to do. But as long as he doesn't go up in my main base and I have a battery, I think I simply have too many units for me to die, no? Probably should have kept some type of vision on the other side of the map, but I'm just going to have... What if he's playing one base Hydra? Is that a build? I don't think it is. I mean, it's obvious to me he wants to Nidus, right? Oh, crap. He's definitely planning on Nidusing. He's 100% planning on Nidusing, right? This is not a meme anymore. The Nidus plans are real here. Why isn't he taking out my gateways is my other question, by the way. Yep, there we go. He's gonna start on in the main base right now, or what? No, just starts it over here, right in front of my face. Interesting move. Right in front of my face indeed. I mean, I have plenty of stuff here now. I can just clear him. Or is this actually not a win for me? Is this actually a loss? Is this how games get lost? And I didn't realize. One base Nidus. Who's the cheesiest man alive now, one may ask. One might ask indeed. Do I have my... Oh, I have my Warp Gate on right now, though. Did he get roach speed? The absolute madman. Okay, well, that wasn't quite brilliant for me. He actually did get roach speed. So he's one base roach all-inning with roach speed. How does he afford all of this? That's the only question that I have left to ask right now. Doesn't quite seem fair, does it, mate? Seems freaking unfair if anything. Oh, definitely gonna lose that bad boy. That's a painful pylon to lose. Now, one thing does make me happy is that if I end up losing this game, then it wouldn't have mattered what I would have done at Katowice, which in some world is actually, you know, is relaxing to think about. So, yeah. You know, the decisions were irrelevant, I just suck. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's something as well, you know. That is also, you know, now being aware of something that you weren't aware of before. It is progress of a kind. Oh, that's a dead roach. The micro here has been suboptimal, that's for sure. Out of my opponent. Oh. Well, we're still microing back, I guess. Please repair, please repair. That's super lame. What? Wait, he has burrow? You can't be serious, right? Is this an actual game of StarCraft? This is... He's getting up in my main base, I can feel it. This guy plays like a prick. Oh, he's actually gonna try and go for the kill. He's gonna get it as well, I think. Do we need to keep this one alive? Okay, now we have anti-air and he has... Or we have air and he has no anti-air. And we have a base. Does that mean we win the game here? I have absolutely no clue. We're just gonna... you know what I need? I need some freaking detection here. Because I have absolutely no way of spotting anything. Which is sad. I'm just gonna get a robotics facility down, actually. Oh. Oh, he's gonna push with... No way. Can I double force field this? I think that is a double force fieldable area now. Does feel like it. So I can force field in the spores and out the roaches. Because if I force field in the roaches, he's just going to burrow, which is obviously a bad outcome for me as well. I do have a bunch of batteries back here, which should help me out. Is he burrow here somewhere, or what's kicking off, mate? I was thinking already. This feels like there's something missing here, like your entire army, for example. Like I know he's just sitting here waiting for me to do something. Gonna send my one overlord here. Just gonna send these. This has been a wild game so far. This has been an absolutely wild game. I think if I have a faster Stargate, I just win it though. And I could have definitely gotten that. I just will slow with my second gas. General, I was doing. He's now taking an extra base. He's like, mate. Now is he playing one base Muta behind this? Sometimes you see that type of stuff, you know? You just like go for absolutely wild bananas build orders as a follow-up. That doesn't quite seem to be the case. Oh, he has the super burrow. Look at that. Oppa! I remember this from back in the day. They used to sometimes do this in like Wings of Liberty. And they tried to burrow under force fields. You just need another round of force fields and then you're good. He's gonna go again, obviously, but I am not really feeling this, matey. Up. Okay, here we go. I mean, I have a super battery. What are you gonna do? You can't out-super the super battery. This guy is legitimately insane. Just gonna take this thing out. Is this a full wall now? No, good. That was not my intention, so I'm glad it ain't. We're just gonna continue. I mean, more immortals here is, you know, more power to the people, that's for sure. The more immortals, the better it's going to be. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't lose my observer. As long as I keep my observer alive, I'm in a significantly better spot than my opponent is. Gonna get Blink. Blink will allow me to do things that I can't do without Blink, like quickly go across them, you know, chasing roaches. Does he have any workers? Hardly. This almost feels like a DT game, despite him being on one base layer rusher. You know, it just feels like that type of game. I feel like if he would have taken out my pylon on the other side of the map, he actually would have won the game, which is hilarious to think about for me. Because that would have honestly been the first thing I would have done if I were a Zerg player. It's like, all right, where's that stupid pylon that proxied these things? You know, like, honestly, that's the first thing I would have looked for. Actually, the first thing I would have looked for. Do you think he has something burrowed here? He didn't. Oh, that's actually surprising. Let's see if there's any more overlords just floating around in midair, levitating somewhere. Don't think they are. Probably pulled them back like a good boy, no? Is there a third base on the way? If I clear these, then I know that he's not going to come from that path. And then if I send my observer to the other path, I basically have every single path covered. This is high tier movement. Okay? So now I know for sure that there's nothing behind me. Unless he went over here, which I think is very unlikely. Like, I'm just... You know, my experience tells me he's not going to be there. I don't believe it. Does he have this base? Or this watchtower? He doesn't. Oh, he's completely blind right now. It's going to be a nice surprise when I do show up here. Look at this. Hello, my friend. How you doing? So what do we have? We have 2 immortals. Where's my prison? I thought I built one. I guess I hadn't. Oh, is he really going in? Oh, he's going in, yeah. Oh no, I should have proxy 3-gated at the World Championships. I'm an idiot. That's going to be it for me today, my friends. Another win. Is that 3 wins in a row? I think that was 3 wins in a row. Wow, fantastic. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy today's episode of the Cheesiest Man Alive. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Bye bye.